You're going to love this. Trust me.
What up, guys? It's your boy Josh, the Dragon Ball Junkie. Today, for Theme Deck Thursdays, I'm bringing you guys a special double feature. 2 U6 decks. Our theme today is U6, Universe 6 from the Tournament of Power. We've got a Cabba deck, and we've got a Kale deck. So this is deck testing for the new archetypes coming out in set 15, Saiyan Showdown for Dragonball Super Card Game. But it's also Theme Deck Thursday, so they're themed. They're both U6 decks, and we're going to get into it right now. Alright guys, first things first, I'll take you through my 2 decks. This is my Cabba deck. So the idea behind this deck is basically using all the new cards that they're coming out with in set 15. We want to play a lot of stuff on our opponent's turn. We're using this Hit Battlefield Manipulator Unison. If we do a rival on our opponent's turn, we add a marker to this. And also, with our leader, if we play a blue U6 card on our opponent's turn, we switch 1 blue energy to active once per turn. So we have an arrival that is also a blue U6 in the form of Son Goku and Hit Supreme Alliance. This is basically the card we want to be arrivaling out. And we have the Hit for free arrivals. Basically, this is, you remove this combo cost and it's a blue-green. It fulfills your arrival conditions. You can combo it for free. A blue-green, you can combo for free if you have a dual color in your energy. To make sure we have dual colors in our energy, we have the Zamasu, also just a great counterplay. We can charge it, it loses its energy exhaust, it's a check lands. We have the Hachiyak Secret Rare to fulfill arrival stuff for some yellow cards and also for some draw power. We've got 3 Saiyan Instincts in here, and then we've got God Sealing Technique, just because we're going with 4 unisons. And then the rest of it, Beans, Dimension Magic, that's basic. These are our 1-cost U6s, which we can play off of, is it this Cabba? There's a card that lets us play out a 1-cost U6. I'm not sure, I forget which one it is. We'll figure it out shortly, but that's why we have the Rotas and the Kales. And then the rest of these cards, this one is a counterplay blue U6 card. This is a counterattack blue U6 card. Counterplay U6 card, blue U6, counterattack. This can also evolve on top of our Goku Hit. Basically a lot of stuff so that we can always be playing cards on our opponent's turn to get that 1 energy back and just disrupt their turn a lot, play on their turn. Pretty cool. And then we got 2 of these just because we've got Kales, we can evolve it on top of, give us a crit. Also, we have the ability to combo cards from our drop area. So this would be the best thing to combo blue U6 from our drop area because it's 10k combo power. It has its skills negated, so we don't get that effect. But that's the Cabba deck. And now here is the Kale deck. Just a real quick look at it. And so basically, I know these may not be the most competitive builds. These are my first attempts at building the decks, and I just really want to put a lot of the cards from the archetype in there just so I can test the archetype out, see how the cards work. These new cards that aren't out yet, I just want to test them out, see how the archetype works before I try doing like a competitive, you know, really good build. So, you know, these may be janky builds, but it's for fun. So the Kale leader is slightly different. Basically, this is like a ramp deck. So I had the Zamasus in here, but I took them out because our ramp cards, which are this and this, we don't have the unison in here. I'm not running no unisons, or I am running 3 Boos just because since we're ramping, we can get up to Boo pretty easily. And he's a very good blue unison. But pretty much this is all Kale and Caulifla in this deck. We've got, again, Dimension Magics and Sensu Beans. We've got the Boo. But then our finishers, we've got this Energetic Frenzy Kefla, reduced by how many battle cards are in our battle area. Her energy cost, we can get her out. She untaps 2, draws 2 cards. Pretty good card. And this is an 8-drop Kefla. We're going with, probably Hachiyak would be the better secret rare, but we're going with this Power Potara just because it's also an 8-drop Kefla. If it isn't reduced in your hand down to 5, then you can play it off of this card. This card lets you play an 8-drop Kefla for 2 energy from your hand. So we have this, and then we have the secret rare. And then our big finisher, which I'm hoping to get out, is this guy right here. He's a triple strike. His energy cost is reduced based on the number of blue and yellow battle cards you have out. We do have the yellow package, some Cauliflas, and these that we can evolve on top of it. And then we've got Kales, a lot of Kales, and we can evolve these Kales on top of it. And in the form of energy exhaust, I didn't realize this at first. I had the Zamasus in here, but I took them out because I can't play them in the deck because our rampers don't let us play non-U6 battle cards with 35,000 power or less for the game, so Zamasu doesn't work in here. This deck is more restricted when you're building it, but we can play this guy, and his energy exhaust is negated. We really don't need yellow, except for this skill right here, but we're not going to be doing that because we don't have any yellow hit cards. When this card is played from your hand, draw 1 card. If you don't choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, rest mode and KO it. Essentially, this is just our check lands. It has its energy exhaust skills negated in all areas if we have a blue or yellow U6 card in play. So we've got 3 of these just to get some yellow charge power. But mainly, we're trying to win with this guy. We've got these big bosses right here. We've got the Zamasu Super Combo. And we're going to combo out a Zamasu in order to... This is all we need yellow energy for. We need 1 yellow energy in order to play out this card, which reduces the combo cost of all our U6 cards by 1 so that we can play out these for free. We could combo this guy for free at that point. And then we could arrival stuff easier, arrival more of these out. So this probably needs some work, but... You know, it's at 54 cards. I just need to see, you know, you may want to go mono blue and take out the yellow stuff. We'll see. But let's get into some play testing. All right, guys, voiceover Josh here. So we're starting off with our Kale deck. We're going to go ahead and check out our opening hand here. We're playing against the boy Mario, a regular on the Twitch stream and on the YouTube channel. He's playing a Topo deck. I'm really interested to see what his Topo deck is going to bring for us because he always comes up with some real creative decks. So I'm keeping my hand. I got something yellow to charge early because we need at least 1 yellow energy for our Champa and Vados card. And we're going to start off by charging Hit. That's going to be... the blue-yellow hit card. And we're just going to charge and pass because its energy exhaust comes in rested. He's going to play out, I think that's Android 16 Mechanical Prowess. That lets him search out his 2-cost yellow Unison for his Topo leader. So when he has a 2-cost yellow Unison out on his Awakened side, each player can only play 1 battle card per turn. So now I'm playing out another mono yellow. Just because I'm seeing a lot of yellow in my hand. I want to be able to go up my Caulifla chain if I need to. We're going to go ahead and tap 2 to put this under our leader. That's one of our ramp cards. That's SS2 Caulifla Universe 6 combination. So you put it under your leader, and then at the end of your turn, it goes into your energy and rest mode. That's how we're ramping. So he's going to play out his 2-cost Unison, which is that Piccolo, which I've never seen in a Topo build. It's pretty cool. He can give something blocker, and then when he blocks, he adds a marker to it. It makes his Unison really hard to kill. He's going to swing both cards at my leader. I'm just taking this damage. I don't mind going down to 4 so I can awaken, since I don't have any self-awakeners. Playing out another Mechanical Prowess, giving it blocker with his Unison. I draw my card. I'm going to charge a blue here. So now I'm thinking, can I just play the Boo out? And I think, yeah, that's probably the best idea. I'm not realizing the Boo is 4 specified blue. So I try to play it out right here. But Mario informs me that, nah. I'm going to swing first to get my draw power. Swinging on his Unison. While it's at fairly low markers. I was thinking maybe I can kill it. Turns out I'm not going to be able to kill it. And I just give up on that after this point because every time he blocks, it gets another marker. Now I tap 4 to play the boo. He tells me, nah, it's specified 4 blue. And I have 1 mono yellow in there, so I can't do that. So instead, we're just going to go into our Caulifla chain. But since his leader's awakened, we can't even go into the next one. So I'm just doing this to get a searcher. Basically, it's a cantrip. But we get another ramp card, so that's good. We tap 2, and we put that under our leader, so we're going to be able to ramp again. We end our turn. Now we're at 5 energy, and now we have 4 blue, so we can play Boo next turn. Being able to get Boo out, the Boo Unison out early with this deck is very good because that Unison is so good. Once you get it out, it's really hard for your opponent to deal with it unless they're playing Finn. But being able to get it out a turn or 2 earlier than 4 is really good. So we've got 5 energy and we're only on our turn 3. So he's swinging. He's going to combo. He's comboing out a Raider's Warcry. I just accidentally put my whole hand into my warp, but I got it right back. That's all right. And we're taking some damage. I don't want to take this Raider's double strike because I'm already at 4. And so I tap 1 so I can combo out of this and stay at 4. And I rival out my Chompavados. I have the super combo in my hand, which I wish I would be able to tap the Raider's Warcry that he's about to play with it, but unfortunately, it's not going to work. When he plays that, he taps my Chompavados. He swings at my leader, no response. I can combo with that now that Chompavados is out. I can combo with that 10k for free, so I just do that to get out of that double strike damage because he didn't combo anything, so that got me to 25. And we are awakened now. We have 5 energy. We're going up to 6 energy. This is our turn 4. We have 6 energy. We've ramped twice. And we're just thinking about what I'm going to do. So I could play this big guy here. But he's at 6, and I don't want to give him 3 cards and drop him down to 3. But I know I have that hit in my pocket so that when I need to, if I want to have a big turn, I can play that hit. And then he'll flip his leader to the front. Once that happens, I'll be able to play out as many battle cards as I want. So I'm saving that for my kill turn. This card now is a 5-drop Kefla, which I didn't mention in the description of the deck, but that card is very good. It comes in very clutch. Kale Rampaging Demon. Great card for this deck. But I get my Boo out for 4 blue energy. And now we've got some serious defense. We've got a blocker. It's a double strike. We can attack with it. We can restand it and restand the energy. And it's a blocker. It lets us kill one of our opponent's battle cards. He just counterplayed that just to get a blocker out on the field. He counterplayed the Vegeta on my Boo. Even though it doesn't do anything to the Boo, it lets him get a body on the field that's also a blocker. And now all we've played this turn is the Unison, so we can go ahead and combo that Caulifla, the Awakened Sister. Now we have a double strike 20k on board. He runs Nimbus though, so so we're not able to attack him as much as we'd like sometimes. He used that extra card there to rest my Boo. Pretty smart. Now I super combo with Zamasu on his turn to rest his Raiders. He plays out a Mechanical Prowess. He gets to search something. Taps 2 to assemble, U9 Assemble. Draw 2 cards. And his Unison's at 7. I'm not even messing with that guy anymore. But I have the hit, so I know I can flip him over if I want to. So now I'm thinking, am I going to play the hit? but he's still at 5 life. I don't want to do the hit until it's game winning. So we're going to play this Kale Rampaging Demon. We can only play 1 battle card. So I charge. Now I'm at 7 energy. This Kale Rampaging Demon is so good. If you're at 7 energy, it's a board wipe, ignoring barrier. It places all of his... So see, I play it out for 5. I have 7 energy. So I get to do the second option. If you have 7 or more energy, choose all your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier. Place them at the bottom of the deck. So his raiders, his mechanical prowess, all goes to the bottom of his deck. And it gains barrier and dual attack. So it's a dual attack, double strike, barrier. So now I'm just going to swing any Nimbuses. That's fine. I didn't make the mistake of swinging with leader first against that Nimbus. I swung with that. So I get 2 double strike, big double strikes in. Then I get my double strike for my Unison. He's got no response. I'm not going to combo anything. Just 20k double strike. He takes it, which should have told me that he doesn't have a lot of 5Ks in his hand, but I wasn't thinking about it. So we swing again with leader, and I'm expecting to have to go one more turn, but we just shotgun it right here, and we take him out.
Cards in his hand. I could go... I think I just rush him, and I hope he doesn't... Yeah. 15. It's going to make him waste cards, and I don't think he's going to be able to kill me next turn. $20. 30. 35. What? Oh, is that just from my hand? Oh, just from hand. Oh, you. Right. So we'll tap 1. And we'll go here. And then we'll go here. So 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 50. 50. He's got 9 cards to deal with 50k. He could probably... Oh, GG? Oh, man. Too much extra cards and 10Ks. Oh, no. Oh, I thought for sure he could combo out of that. No energy. All 10Ks and extra cards in a 9-card hand. I thought he was comboing out. And then I thought, well, I got 4 life. I got a D magic. And then next turn, I'm playing this guy. Look at these I know, clunk. Clunk action. I was thinking you'd survive, had hit for next turn. Dang. Well, we got it. We got it, boys.
All right, now let's get right into game 2. This is against the boy Vegeta cards. So this is my Cabba deck. And we're playing against Finn. This is Vegeta card's first time playing out Finn. So this game went really long because it's his first time trying a new deck with new cards. It's my first time trying a new deck with new cards. And I've played Finn. I have a bit of experience with Finn. And I really like the Finn deck. I think it's really strong. I think it's the best deck that's coming out of the next set. And so it's a long game, but I got it sped up for you guys. And we talk a lot about different plays and how I explained to him how some things in Finn work, but it ends up being a pretty good game. Cabba is interesting. I think I like the Kale better than the Cabba, but this Cabba deck is similar to Baby. If you're playing it with the archetype cards that come from the next set, a lot of counterplays and a lot of negates that are blue U6 battle cards. So you play them on your opponent's turn, you get to untap energy, and if you have your Unison out and you arrival the Goku hit or any other blue
U6 arrival cards, then you get to add a marker to your unison. Unfortunately, I don't see a unison until way too late in this game. And so I'm trying to deal with Finn. I know how Finn works, so I'm not playing any battle cards. I don't know if that's the right move though, because you'll see how it works out for me. But if you're not playing battle cards, you can't do damage to your opponent. I almost feel like maybe I needed to just play him out and then get him back skillless and attack with my skillless cards to rush him down, instead of holding off on playing battle cards, which is what I do. For a couple turns here, I'm not going to be playing any battle cards just because I don't want Finn to be able to steal them. I don't want him to be able to do his stuff. A lot of his things rely on me having a skillless card on my board. And if he can't steal it and play it back skillless, then I won't have any skillless. So it stops him from doing stuff. It stops him from awakening. But it also stops me from doing damage. So it's going to take more playtesting to figure out how to beat Finn effectively and consistently. See, I've got a lot of counterplays. I've got negates. Yeah, right now in my hand I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 counterplays and a negate. So I'm going to combo off that Saiyan Instincts. I'm going to tap 2 for Saiyan Instincts just so I can draw some cards. I'm trying to find my unison. I have the Goku hits to arrival. And I think right about now I decide to start arrivaling stuff here shortly. It's his turn. He's tapping. We're talking about how his cards work and stuff. I had to refresh because he had played a card, but I didn't see it. So he played that toe out. It was a searcher. Now he's swinging. No response. Again, I don't mind going down to 4 so I can awaken and get in a stacked hand. Still not seeing my unison though. So I'm going to awaken. Now that I'm down to 4. And he's got his unison out, which means he can now steal 2 cards. Minimum, he can steal 2 cards per turn. One with his leader and one with his unison. And then he can, making his leader once it awakens, a 25k. But he can't awaken till 4 unless he has a card to steal. But I'm like, I gotta do something. So I rival out this card. He's already used his hits plus, so I know or his unisons plus, so I know he can't steal with his unison, but he can steal it with his leader still. So he just stole my my Goku hit. I knew that was going to happen, but I mean, I'll get it back skillless, and I can just swing with a 19k skillless. So he awakens now that he has a card under his leader. He gets to draw a card. Now his leader's 20k, but he's already swung with it, so that's all right. It's not a big deal. And we're just talking about different cards that he has and how they work, and how when he plays it back to my side of the field, he'll get to draw off his unison. All right, but I think he used the spirit boost on that one drop. Yeah, he used the spirit boost on that one drop to remove the Goku hit. So now I don't get it back skillless. So see, I'm just not sure what to do here. You know, I want to play cards on his turn. I have a lot of counterplays, so I'm just going to start swinging. I swing in his unison. I'm thinking maybe if I get rid of his unison, that would help. Probably a bad idea. I mean, I think maybe all this time I should have just been playing cards and let him steal them, get him back skillless, and swing. Swing at his leader, swing at his leader. That might have been the better way to go. In retrospect, it probably was. So, I don't play any battle cards, so I don't have any skillless on my field, which kind of slows him down. But I'm also not doing damage to him. So he's swinging. I'm going to super combo. I'm going to rest his leader. I'm going to rival out a Goku hit again. And when I do that, I get to untap energy because of my leader. So I still have full energy. He steals the Goku hit. He plays a card. I have a response. I'm going to go ahead and Zamasu that card. And he knew he wouldn't get any like effects off that. He was just trying to get an extra body on the field to do more damage. I didn't Zamasu it. I used the Vados, which is if they're playing a 3 or less card, it goes back to their hand. And it's a dual attack 19k. I feel safe doing that because he can't steal anything now. He's already used his booze +1. He's already stolen with his leader. And now he goes ahead and gives me back my skills card. So now I've got a dual attack. And I've got a 19k skillless. So I'm finally getting some board presence. Charging a Zamasu. He's like, wow, you charged 2 Zamasus. But he, I tell him I have 2 more in my hand. I've seen all my Zamasus. So I don't mind charging the check lands when I have 2 more in my hand. And I'm swinging. So I'm swinging to kill his Unison. But he negates with that card and Spirit Boost, which lets him steal 4 or less, I believe. So it doesn't negate the attack, but it takes the card away. So the attack ends, but he also has Spirit Boost. So he took a marker off his Unison anyway, which is what I was trying to do. And then I swing, and he has another one. So he Spirit Boosted again to do another one. He lost his Unison, but he got rid of all my battle cards. So probably should have been swinging at his leader with those. His Unison would have died anyway because he was Spirit Boosting to get rid of my battle cards. So I probably should have been swinging at leader with those. And I have 5 energy open, but I have, again, all types of counterplays, negates. I have God Ceilings that I can't use because I don't have a Unison out yet. So now he's comboing with this Finn, which is going to come out on the field. Oh, no, it didn't come out on the field. Maybe that's the wrong one. But I'm just waiting for him to play cards. That card, I thought it wasn't good for Finn, but the plus 15k activate battle is still pretty good. So I might have to put 2 of those back into my deck. The negate isn't that great, but the plus 15k is really strong. I can't afford to take that, so I'm comboing out of it. Sensu Beaning to plus my leader. Now he's going to overwhelm that mirror. I don't want him going into his mirror chain. So I'm going to go ahead and Zamasu that and rest his Debor blocker. He doesn't have his Unison, but he can still steal a card with his leader. But he can't steal Zamasu because it's indestructible. Which I thought indestructible meant it couldn't be KO'd, or like I thought indestructible cards could still be warped. But I guess I was wrong about that. Maybe not. Let me know in the comments. Indestructible, I just thought it meant it couldn't be KO'd or it couldn't be minused. Well, it can be minused. I know they can be minused to death, but I guess they can't be warped or put under cards or stolen or anything like that. I guess that makes sense because I've played against people with Zamasus with Meki Kabura and I wasn't able to steal the Zamasu. So yeah, that makes sense. So you can't do anything to my Zamasus. But they're also not U6, so I don't get to untap energy for the Zamasus. Finally see my Unison going down to 1 life just because I know I'm done for. He's at 6 life. He's got a big hand. He's got board presence. The only reason I'm charging right now is so that next turn defensively, I can negate and counterplay as many things as possible to try to avoid taking that last damage. I've got a bit of a board here. I'm going to play my Unison, which I finally got. I'm playing him for 2, and then I +1 to draw a card, and get a little Kefla, or a little Kale, I mean.
One drop Kale. That's my searcher. We're going to swing. So, again here, I'm not swinging at his leader because at this point, he's got so many cards in his hand. He's at 6 life. I just need to do some board clearing or I'm not going to survive next turn. Even if I attacked his leader, he would just take the hits and get a bigger hand. I need to clear his board. But then he combos out that Finn, which lets him steal my Unison. I'm so upset by this. I just finally got my Unison out, and then he combos out that Finn. He gets to steal my Unison. He's going to play it back skillless with 2 markers, which is okay. I get to use my God Sealing still. And I'm just gonna swing away, try to clear his board as much as possible. I swing a 5K at his 4K. And then I pass turn, I get my Unison back. So now I've got a lineup of negates and counterplays, and I'm trying to think, okay, if I can just survive this turn. I have 2 negates. The Champa is a negate. The D-Magic is a negate. And then I've got counterplays for days. But that costs 1. So I'm thinking if I counterplay this and send it back to his hand, he just pays 1 again and does it again. Ridiculous. Also know he could play mirrors out. I have 1 life. He could play a mirror out for like a 50, 60K. He could overwhelm out a mirror for 1 energy. Have a 60K single strike coming at me. So I counterplay it. He plays it out again. I swing. He swings. I D-Magic. He swings. I have to negate this attack. I think I'd use the Champa negate. And then he just steals the Champa. And now I only have 2 energy. I have 1 counterplay left. I have a God Sealing in case he plays tough, but he's still got attacks on the field, and I only have 1 life. So this is pretty much the end, boys.
Good there. I'll swing at your leader.
With a Toa? No response.
I don't know why I'm counting. There's an 8 right there. I can just look at.
Oh yeah, the numbers in my hand. Yeah.
Times 5. It's 40, 45, 55. Out of that, that's the question. So tap this. Go to 30.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Tap this. 40. $45. 55.
Oh god. 15, 30.
60.
50. 60? I think you probably got it. 60?
Yeah, so 15, 30, 30, 40, 50, 60, yeah.
25. 35. 40. Of course, I don't have any super combos.
Oh, that's what I was worried about.
25.
Did you get to tap down that meter?
35.
That's why I was.
40. Nah, I only have 50. Oh, wait, hold on. How much are you? You're at 60?
Yeah, I'm at 60.
50. 60. That's it. I can only go to 60. Yeah, I'm at 60.
Okay.
Right? 15, 25, 35, 45, 50, 60. We're going to only get to 60.
Ooh.
60 to 60.
I could have saved that mirror and gone for 35 too. Or 30. So look, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you couldn't. And you couldn't use them. Oh, man.
Use 'em.
Dang, so if I could have survived that attack, I would have been in...
Oh, I would have swung with my leader.
Oh, yeah, you still had your leader swing. Duh. Yeah, that would have killed me.
If you would have had super combo, you could have tapped it down in one though. Had you had one more super combo, I think you could have. But I think you used your super combo.
But I still don't think I would have won because you're at 6 life. I would have just been feeding you cards. I mean, I got some crits and double strikes and stuff. It would have been it. Oh.
All right, boys, that's it for Theme Deck Thursdays. Let me know what you think of my U6 themed Kale and Cabba decks. Brand new decks from the upcoming Saiyan Showdown set. Drop it in the comment section if you've built them yet or how you did it differently than me if you have. And be sure to like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and hit the bell so you know when I make new videos. You guys can catch me doing these live gameplays on Twitch TV/Dragonball Junkie, and you can even get a game of Dragon Ball in with me yourself if you'd like. But for now, I'm out, guys. Watch the videos I got playing over here, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.